I rented a Tesla Cybertruck because I just found out that you can do that. I also have 11 questions about it that I want answers to, but not from the YouTube car review guy perspective, more from the I own a 2005 Nissan Xterra kind of perspective.
My perspective.
You know, questions like, what's the rental process actually like? Can it microwave my lasagna? What is off-roading like? Can it snap your finger off? Can it help me make friends? But most importantly, can you sleep in the truck bed with the cover latched? I don't know why, but I've thought about this one a lot. If you're wondering why I'm doing this, it's because I really want to. So, get ready for the truth. Because this is an investigation. I was on this website called Turo. It's essentially like Airbnb for car rentals here in the States. There was this big banner that said, welcoming the Cybertruck, something like that. The Cybertruck has landed. I was close. Which leads us to our first cyber queue of many cyber queues. How much does it cost to rent this thing? If you look at my receipt here, you'll see that your boy is an absolute daredevil and got the minimum protection insurance plan for $171 per day. What's up? And then finally, we have the trip price coming in at $1,000 per day, which is a lot, totaling to $1,350.70. You know what that means. It used to be a cyber queue, now it's just a cyber A. Cyber A? What? And what makes it worse is now that I'm editing this video here a month later, I can see that prices have dropped. The guy I rented from decided to drop his daily price down to $617 per day and also started throwing in this super cool tent that I didn't get a tent, so. After paying so much, it was definitely relieving just to see the Cybertruck at the location the owner sent me. No way. It's real. I'm not being scammed. Similar to Airbnb, the way Turo works is the car owner will basically leave you a key somewhere, but the guy who owns the Cybertruck messaged me and said he needs to explain how the truck works in person. So I waited. Ow, sharp. Nice. But it was long enough to start preparing for the worst. If I get scammed, then maybe I'll go to like the Cheesecake Factory or something. I enjoy strawberry cheesecake a lot. I also enjoy getting A's from my cyber queues, and this next one was for the guy that owns the Cybertruck, and it looks like he just pulled up. How you doing?
Good, man. I'm so sorry.
All good, man, all good. This is Art. A few things I learned about him off the rip. He drives a cool Mustang. He was very apologetic about being late, not a scammer. And he loves Imagine Dragons. But my cyber queue I had locked and loaded was a money question. And I'll be honest, I was a little nervous to ask, so I thought I'd wait till after his driving tutorial.
Create an account, like you're gonna buy a car.
Love it. My new Tesla app would serve as the key to the truck. All the controls he explained made sense, like to go into drive and reverse, you slide this icon up and down. But the steering explanation I thought was really interesting.
Like to get out of here on a regular wheel, you'd have to crank it like twice.
Right.
To get out. This is just like that.
Oh. And that's because all four wheels are moving when you turn. So his suggestion was to start off with the Chad driver grip and barely move your wrists back and forth. After the tutorial, it felt like Art started warming up to me a little. Is it just a spectacle on the road, or people just like...
Yeah. It's literally like your Brad Pitt at the red carpet.
So it felt like a good time to finally ask my question. Do you have like a projection for how much you think you'll make annually?
I don't.
That is the throat clearing of a humble man who is too polite to brag about his Cybertruck profit, which I respect. So I'll do it for him. At $617 per day, he would make this annually, and at the price I paid, he would make this annually. Now that I know these numbers, I guess this question is, well, it used to be a cyber queue, now it's just a cyber A. One more question, answer yourself. Before he left, I thought it would also be smart to ask, if I'm inside the bed and I close it, is there a way that I could get out?
You can. I don't recommend it.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate it. Nice meeting you. All right. Art's gone. This is so funny, dude. I loaded in my overnight gear, and in this moment, I'm actually at a loss for words, which doesn't happen often. I don't know. This is what I did know is that I was about to answer question number 3 and drive this truck as fast as possible. And I was psyched, which is why I'm kind of surprised that I took the time to take photos for the thumbnail first. If you're ever curious what that process looks like, this is it. It's super weird. especially alone, so I think I'd be pretty embarrassed if anyone in public ever saw me doing this. Yeah, come on. But I think I'm actually more embarrassed of my response to her.
Can I get a picture of you? Great. Smile. Oh, I'm a YouTuber. I make YouTube videos. So. Okay. Will do. All right, you too.
Am I supposed to be an engineer? Did she see an intelligence hidden within me? You're a super smart engineer guy.
Okay. I'm gonna throw up, dude. This is too much. I think it may actually be too much for me, I'm realizing. We're just gonna okay! What's up? So far, no interactions.
But I now know that 0 to 60 feels like a perfect combination of joy and nausea all at the same time. Which means we've got a... But there was only one place that could help me recover from nausea like this. It was time for a few chalupas. I love chalupas. And also time to look further into what Art said.
It's literally like your Brad Pitt.
Which means we've got a new Cybertruck. I was pretty confident that whoever was working the window was going to be pretty excited to see me. She wasn't. Then I missed this guy looking at the car, which is why you're gonna hear me embarrass myself saying,
You like my Cybertruck? What's up?
What do you do for a living?
this was the Cybertruck energy I was looking for, so I just had to ask.
Have you guys been in a Cybertruck before?
No.
You and Ryan? Wait, are you guys skipping school right now?
No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah.
They're skipping school. They're skipping school. They're gonna go back to school, don't worry.
I dropped them off, then parked to eat lunch. Also, side note, I'm just watching myself here. I don't know how to eat a chalupa, I'm realizing. But has this Cybertruck made me feel like Brad Pitt? I mean, not really, but it has gotten me way more attention than my car.
Oh, great. You too. Yes. I like your vehicle. What is it?
So I don't know if I felt like Brad Pitt, maybe more like Brad Paisley. I guess you could call that a... Now, my next few questions I have about the Cybertruck all have to do with off-roading, but I'll be honest, I don't really do any planning for videos like this, so I'm just here. I'm driving around and I'm looking for a place to off-road. I was lucky enough to find this park here. I set up my tripod to get this shot, and I was excited about it. That was awesome. I was about to start explaining how I couldn't find any off-roading spots here at the park when something kind of unexpected happened.
Can I take a picture with my bike?
Oh yeah, come on. What's your name?
Stanley.
Preston, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You gonna drive it?
What?
You gonna drive it?
You said?
It's all pretty simple. I was just taught how to drive this maybe an hour ago.
What a day for a bike ride.
I feel like it would be a disservice if you didn't try to go fast. So whenever there's I think this is the most fun part about like experiencing something new, you know?
Oh yeah, not only for yourself, but to see other people's reaction.
Totally, like we gotta share the fun. Stanley asked me to take his photo and then said thanks for letting him drive the Cybertruck. And then we talked for a bit. He explained how he bought this e-bike after he retired as a fun way to stay active. He told me he's put over 6,000 miles on this bike and keeps his DSLR strapped to the front for the rare case he sees any cool wildlife. He showed me this really cool photo he took of an owl recently.
You know, he just happened to be sitting there, and it's like, oh, stop, stay there.
He also said he knew this area like the back of his hand, which is why I asked him,
Do you know if there's any place that I could like take this off-road in the area, like within like the hour?
Yeah, within 2 minutes of here.
Stanley the Wise guided me to a local off-roading trail that I would have totally driven right by. Stanley, if you're watching, thank you so much. My next 3 questions were about off-roading, but I needed a camera angle other than this one to accompany my investigation. So I thought I'd try out the autopilot feature on my drone for the first time. Look, it's following me. It's not following me. Took me 4 minutes, 26 seconds to finally get the drone to track me. But that's not engaging or exciting, so I sped it up like this. Tracking! Started driving and the drone would follow. This is crazy how they're flying in auto. Autopilot, Cybertruck, wow, look at me, no one can stop me now. I think I just flew into a tree. Never heard that sound come out of me. Drone is gone, oh my gosh. Wait, I think it's still flying.
No way.
Autopilot Cybertruck, my drone still flies, yeah, what's up? Hey! Autopilot Cybertruck, my drone still flies, yeah, what's up? I wanted to know what it was like driving a Cybertruck through water, and there happened to be a river passing over the trail. Now, compared to these photos, what I'm doing here looks like nothing, but I've never really driven through water before, and goodness gracious, I enjoyed myself. I can't just not do that again. This is good. What? And then naturally, my next question I started asking myself was, how fast can I go off-road without damaging anything? 17 miles per hour.
We probably got to do a donut, right?
But not just any donut, a donut with rear wheel steering. Yeah, I couldn't figure this one out. I think the person that would probably have more than the minimum insurance coverage, so I'm so sorry. I also tested to see if the roof cover could hold my weight, and it could. So just like that, 4 more cues had 4 more. Since I'm not sure if I'm allowed to take this off-road to begin with, I definitely wanted to wash it before I gave it back to Art. This wasn't one of my questions, but if you were curious if a car wash can actually remove the fingerprints from the stainless steel, they don't. They definitely don't. Speaking of fingers, can a Cybertruck cut off one of mine? Preston, that's a weird question. It 1000% is. But there was this viral video going around where this guy put a carrot in the hood of the Cybertruck and it just destroyed it. So we're gonna find out if it can actually cut off a human finger. Unfortunately, I totally forgot to shoot this, but my friend Tyler did not. I FaceTimed him and he explained how he bought this fake hand to test it and then sent me this clip.
Since I don't actually want to cut off my real finger, I have a super realistic human hand. It has bones and meat. It should give us a good example of whether or not it actually would. Oh!
The truck was clean, the sun was setting, and it was time to prepare for a long night. But first, a comprehensive review. Kind of comprehensive. I don't really know much about cars, but I'm just I'm gonna explain it in the best way I can. Front door. Ooh. Back door. Ooh. This thing. Ooh. This little door. Ooh. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what a lot of these things are called. Headlights. Ooh. The honk. The Tesla app also controls all of the functions, which is kind of cool. Frunk. Front trunk. Tesla uses a few funny words, actually. This is not a steering wheel. It is a squircle. Squircle, squircle. The most enormous windshield wiper of all time. I probably shouldn't attach my GoPro to the windshield wiper. That would be so crazy. The windshield wiper must have done something because all of a sudden this Cybertruck started helping me make friends.
Oh, no way. Wow. Okay, cool. Okay, yes.
Nice to meet you.
Have a good trip.
How much?
$1,300 a day.
What do they retail?
What are your thoughts on if I slept in this Target parking lot right here?
The police report.
You think so?
My Cybertruck camping experience was about to begin and it was time to buy some food to cook in my Cybertruck microwave.
I heard the laughter and I was like, I think these are my kind of people.
My grocery trip was cut short because of the lovely family who busted out laughing at the sight of the Cybertruck alone. They asked for a tour and we all hit it off pretty quickly. They asked if I own this and I told them that the Cybertruck I own is a little smaller. I explained to them that the first views I ever got on my channel were from a short that I made using this toy Cybertruck. I don't really know why I brought it, to be honest. It just kind of felt like a full circle kind of moment. Because honestly, me this time last year wouldn't have been able to afford this rental in general. So being able to share it at all was a special thing.
Everyone, come on over. It's a party now. This is a Cybertruck. Okay, here we go. They call this the front. That's a nice wiper blade, huh?
Could you take a picture of us?
Oh, 100%.
I just want to.
Yeah, let's do it. Cybertruck on 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, have a good night, guys. Preston goes. Yeah. Awesome. See you guys.
All right, guys. I will be camping in the trunk of the Cybertruck. How, you ask? Well, the Cybertruck has, I think, 6 outlets. Editing Preston, is that right? I will be using one of those outlets to use my microwave. I brought my microwave from home for this very moment. But maybe you're asking yourself, wait, Preston, like, how are you gonna sleep in the trunk? Ever heard of an air mattress? Now the question is, what type of microwaved meal am I gonna have for dinner in the back of a Cybertruck in a Target parking lot? Fancy lasagna felt appropriate. Only if the outlets can actually power my microwave.
All right, let's make history.
And answer the cyber Q that the world is waiting for. Can a Cybertruck microwave a frozen lasagna? It's not on. If you find yourself in a similar situation, go to the Tesla app and press this button. And you'll quickly realize that the answer to this question is yes. It used to be a cyber Q, now it's just a cyber A. One more question, answer to celebrate. What's up? All right. That's lasagna. That's Stouffer's, baby. I'm currently watching Constellation on Apple TV. Suspenseful, mystery, really great. No. Oh. Ooh. Although I am thoroughly enjoying myself here, if I actually want to sleep underneath the roof cover, we've got 2 problems. 1, air mattress doesn't really fit. 2, I just checked the weather. So I deflated the mattress. And somehow got the tailgate to close before the rain. Another big question here is if I activate the roof cover and I'm underneath, will I be able to get out? I asked Art.
Again, I don't recommend it.
I'm just not sure about this one, guys. It's tight. I could probably sleep like this. The question is, if I'm trapped in here and I actually can't get the roof cover off. But yes, you can sleep in a Cybertruck bed as long as you're not claustrophobic and have your phone on you to open and close the bed cover when you're inside. Oh my God. I did realize that I must be claustrophobic because I just couldn't handle it. So I made popcorn, watched Netflix, and fell asleep in the driver's seat. When I woke up the next morning, I had 2 kind of unexpected takeaways from my rental. The first was that I was surprisingly relieved to get back to my Xterra. The attention was just a little too much for me, if I'm being honest. I mean, changing lanes alone in the Cybertruck was almost impossible because people are constantly filming you. And it made me realize how much I like my car. And then the second one is, I guess that I knew the Cybertruck would be some sort of conversation starter, but I didn't expect for the conversations to be so good. I just met a bunch of really great people and it made my day better. So I can finally sleep at night, knowing that when I think about each one of these 11 questions, it used to be a cyber Q, now it's just a cyber A. One more question, answer to celebrate.